Welcome to this demo of the Sitecore Ecommerce Module. My name is Casper Pagels, and I'm going to take you through this demo of where we're going to take a closer look at the checkout process of the e-commerce module. Okay, let's just get started with looking at the checkout process. I'm going to start here at the Ecom demo site. It's possible for you to add products in a lot of different ways. As you see here, I'm just adding some products to the basket through the front page. This is explained in more details in other videos. You also have the option to, of course, add products at the product details level. Here you also have the quantity, where you can, as you see here, the quantity amount is updated in the basket. A third place where you have the option to add products is from the product lists, where products is listed like this. If I'm going to go to edit my basket, I have a full and complete overview of my order. Here I have the option to alter the amount. If I suddenly had quite too many here, I can upgrade the amount. I can delete a specific line, or I can even empty the whole basket. Then I'm redirected to the front page. Just going to add some products again, go to the basket view. I can also have the option to continue shopping, whereafter I'm redirected to the front page as well. Okay, back again to the basket. Now you're seeing the basic functionality of the basket. But inside Sitecore you also have the possibility to configure something. On the basket, the settings regarding where you can configure in the e-commerce module is located under the site settings. These settings is specific for each site implemented inside Sitecore. That means that you can have several sites, e-commerce sites, implemented inside one Sitecore solution, and they all have their own site settings. So in this case, I go to the basket element, and here I have the option to change the price format string of how prices are displayed in the basket. I can also choose to not show images in the basket, where after the image disappears and instead the product number is displayed. You can also choose to show prices exclusive VAT, which then shows it in this fashion. So this gives you different opportunities to alter how your basket is viewed. Okay, let's imagine that the end user continues in the shopping process. The first thing you notice about the checkout process, is that it has this process line. Inside Sitecore, all the elements regarding the checkout process is located under the functions menu. Under the functions, here you have all the functionality regarding the checkout process and other processes. As you see here, you have the basket objects, you have the login page, and other areas of the e-commerce module. The process line, which you saw on the top, is also configurable. Here you have exactly the same process as you have here. So let's say you wanted to add a custom step to this process, you wanted another sign-up step, you can just add it here by the standard Sitecore way, adding a new process line item, give it another name, and link it to one of these pages down here, which provide the functionality. So that's really configurable and customizable. Here you have the name and address. This is then where the title and the short description is entered. You have the title here, and you have the short description. Please fill out your address information below. Okay, this is the checkout process. The checkout process is really the most complex part of the whole e-commerce module. This specific page is implemented so it's possible for you to go different ways. You can either log in as an existing user, whereby you would log in as myself, Casper, whereafter the form changes and my pre-filled information is pre-filled, and I can continue shopping on my existing user. As you see in the top here, I'm logged in as Casper, my own user. Okay, so this is the one path of checking out as an existing user. If I just log out here, I'm back again. I now have the option also to go through the process as a totally anonymous or new user. I can fill in my information, provide an email address, and I don't have to fill in my create a user account because there's nothing that is required here. And then I can actually go through the process as a one-time user, and in theory and in practice you can come back again later ordering with the same information with the same email address without having to be reminded that you have to log in. So this is a second way you can order again and again on the same user account. If you for some reason wanted to force the user to create a user account, you could of course just go into Sitecore and make these fields required. Okay, so the third process, the third way of checking out is to filling in your information and then also provide a username and a password. In that case, you would be created as a Sitecore user and logged in, and you would be able to log in the next time you fulfill your process. There's one very interesting point about the e-commerce module in version 3 is that we've made extensive use of the web forms for marketers, which is a free module for the Sitecore e-commerce in version 3, in version 6, sorry. The web form for marketers has the benefit that it's very easy to alter and edit forms. You can read a lot more of detailed information about the module in their own documentation. But just to show you a glimpse of how it works, I'm back again at the checkout process with the name and address form. I go to View Form button here, and here you see that there's two forms. There's one that provides the login information, and there's one for the name and address. If I go to my page, this is really one form, and this down here is another form. So if I'm just going to press the designer, and now I'm redirected to the web forms for marketers module. Here, as you see, you are provided with the editor where it's possible for you to provide and change the names. You can change which fields is required. You can change which type of field is used in the form. You have extensive possibilities here. And if in that case you wanted to make the username required, the only thing you would have to do is just check that checkbox. So this has great possibilities for you to alter and add new fields to the web form. Good. Let's just say that I just log in with my existing user. It's the easiest thing to do right now. Then I have to provide, let's just untick this button and continue. As you see here, it's also a standard thing in the web form for marketers to provide validation information. Here you have the email field cannot contain the empty value. I have to fill out my email, a valid email address. So I do that and continue in the checkout process. As you see here now, I'm arrived at the delivery page. Here you have some standard delivery options. All these delivery information is editable inside Sitecore. So I'm just going to show you how that is done. We're back again at the, as you see here, we already talked about the functions, we already talked about the site settings. So now we are coming to the business catalog. This is a place where all the business critical information is stored.